What's going on, DMG clan? Today, Gamesir sent me the Galileo G8 Plus for review. So let's level up our controller knowledge even more in 2024. That's right, mobile gamers. So Gamesir reached out to me to send me their wireless G8 Plus Galileo gaming controller. Now, I did a review on their G8 a while back. I bought it from Amazon, and it just didn't do it for me for the sake of compatibility for a lot of things. Now, I said I think they should make a wireless one. Not sure if they listened to me or listened to other people and listened to whoever else, but they should have made a Bluetooth one, because a lot of games do benefit and a lot of consoles do benefit from using Bluetooth, in the sense that they do show a Nintendo Switch, it looks like, on the front. I'm pretty sure that's a Nintendo Switch. That's what it looks like to me. So they show that it's wireless and a whole bunch of other stuff on the side. So it says that it's for Android, iOS, and Nintendo Switch. I'm sure you could hook this up to your PC as well. And it does have Hall effect sticks, has a hot button for sharing your highlights, compatible width of up to 215 millimeters. Now, Clef over at Game Tech Talk, I forgot the name of the channel for a second there. Sorry, Clef. Shared something really cool about this controller. I guess for those that have a really long device or wide device, you can basically pull it apart. We're going to test that and basically make it longer. So 250 millimeters or 215 millimeters, as it says right there, is pretty long to begin with. It does support controller supported games, Bluetooth 2.5 gigahertz, and wired. Now, it does have everything on the back again, and it looks literally like the Gamesir Galileo G8, which is a really nice looking controller, and I'm hoping this might be my last controller that I buy for a while. Now, I was going to share with you guys a different controller that I got from the BSP lineup, and I might still do that. If you want me to, comment on the comment section below, because I did get the BSP D10 Plus or S or whatever, and I did review it. I haven't shared the video yet, and this thing, they reached out to me. I don't know if it's because I commented on Clef's video and then they saw that and then they're like, oh yeah, we got to get this out to DNA Mobile Gaming. Not too sure, but yeah, they sent this out to me, and this is really, really cool. So let's jump in and check this out. We got a box inside of a box. Beyond boundless, where possibilities know no limits. So the really cool thing, they got this like sparkly rainbow effect on the front, and then we're gonna open it up, and they have the fancy Galileo G8 Plus inside. Now, again, I did not dislike the G8 as a controller. I just disliked the fact that the USB-C functions didn't do what I wanted them to do. Now, we have a little box here. We have a whole bunch of different joysticks in here as well, because I know the G8, you could change the joysticks to whatever you want. We have like a convex, a smaller style, and a concave, thicker style joystick. It would have been nice to have maybe like the same pairing. They kind of did this with the G8 of these joysticks. Maybe you would like to have two of these kind of joysticks. Maybe they'll start selling these on the side, and maybe that'll be something they do in the future. So we have the controller. Now, I just tried to turn it on by mistake, and that is beautiful. Now, this company has not seen this review before I sent it out to all of you. This review is all of my own, and my opinions are all of my own. And yes, so that was pulled up like that. So that did get stuck, but when you click it down, they do click, and they feel really, really nice. The big thing about this controller, there's nothing else inside, is the ergonomics of it. The ergonomics of this thing feels really nice in my hands. I love my Xbox controller, and I have been an Xbox enjoyer, lover, not a lover, but like if you take a look at the Xbox controller, a lot of similarities, right? Like it's got that kind of narrow Xbox controller feel to it. Ever since I started playing Xbox 360 back in the day, I had an Xbox, but I never played on the Xbox because I played PlayStation back then, and then I converted over to Xbox. And this controller just feels great in my hands. Now, we're going to obviously test out my phone in this, because the back bridge Doesn't look like my phone will fit it, but maybe we'll be in for a surprise. Now, what's inside this little box right here? We have a USB-C to USB-A cable. So that is probably for charging it. Now, yeah, the charging port's right there. And then that's probably the sync button, which I keep saying probably because I'm sure they have a manual in here. They got their nice Gamesir sticker. They have Gamesir. Is this just a quick manual? Joining Gamesir on Discord. Yeah, just a little pad to join Gamesir on Discord. And then we have our thick manual with more cardboard. So not bashing the cardboard sense, by the way. If it sounds like that, that's not what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of like, this is just a lot of cardboard. Now we have a manual. A manual. A manual in every single language to know. Probably not every single language, but a lot of languages here. All we need is this side. So connection state, it does say, you know, pairing status, blinking rapidly, connected is solid. And then for different modes. So that's pretty cool that they have that really right off the hop, is how to set it up. So we have Android mode, which is yellow. So we are going to be holding down the connect button, which is right here, and the A button. Android 8 and plus or later. So yes, you have to have Android 8 or plus. DS4 mode, which is probably like for touchscreen and stuff like that, maybe. Or no, we have DS4 mode. Maybe I'll explain what each mode is as well. I just kind of grazed down this. So we have switch mode, which is red. So I'm going to have to grab my switch to test that out. DS4 mode, I couldn't really see what DS4 mode really meant. Maybe that's just for iPhone connectivity for games that are Roblox and Call of Duty and Minecraft and stuff like that. Now we're going to test that out as well. We have G-Touch mode, which is for games that don't support actual game pads and stuff like that, so you can actually like put your touch mapping on the screen and stuff using the Gamesir app. So that's pretty cool as well. Connect to the Android device via Bluetooth, which is what we're going to do. And then we're going to check out DS4 mode on an iPhone that I have borrowed from somebody. And then you have different key combinations here as well. So interchange your key combinations. So what that means, the very cool thing that they did as of recently with another controller, is that you can take these buttons. They're magnetized. These buttons are magnetized. The coolest flipping feature that they could ever think of is to do this. And I said this a long time ago. I know that the Xbox One Elite controller and stuff like that has this. I'm pretty sure they have this. I don't know about the buttons, but I know you can change buttons around on that. And if you like the A, B, X, and Y buttons this way, maybe you want to play this on your Switch and you're so used to that. Yeah, these top ones don't want to come out for me. I don't know why. Does this front plate come off? Oh, the front plate comes off. Okay, so the front plate comes off. Maybe this will make it a lot easier for you. So we're just seeing all this for the very first time. I know I watched only Clef's video about this thing, and I do admit it, I do watch other YouTubers reviews, content creators reviews, and I don't grasp onto them that much. Like, I won't fully pay attention, but this is cool. I like this. I like the fact that you can take that whole front plate off. What would be cool about this is if they could come out with different colors, maybe. Or maybe I can just spray paint this my own color and be like, I got the special edition Gamesir X1 Elite. No, not really, but yeah. So if you like the ABX and Y, you can actually swap the buttons around. So if you hold down the M button and hold down this button for 2 seconds, I'm assuming this has to be turned on. So turn this on, hold down that button, and maybe it has to be connected to a device as well. Yeah, I'm assuming this has to be connected to a device. So turbo functions, we got switch trigger buttons, so we can change the switch, M1, M2. Like, this feels great. I gotta put my phone in this, okay? I'm gonna put my phone in this. I'm gonna leave my case on it just for now. This is the S24 Ultra, and we're gonna see if this will fit. And wow, it does. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about how that fits. Now, it does slide around a little bit, and I'm not gonna complain about that. Now, what I could do technically is probably take these rubbers out and stuff too if I wanted to. And I've done that in the past where I just take out one side of the rubber. So that does actually feel really good. And I don't feel like it's going to fall out. So I'm shaking that. Okay, that fell out, but yeah. I'm not gonna sit there and be doing that too much. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, Call of Duty. Oh, there it goes. Okay, but yeah, so that is really nice feeling in the. Yeah, I just went a little bit crazy there. Really nice feeling in the hands. Now let's get this some connectivity. Let's go to Bluetooth and long press on that, and let's actually go to our settings. I need to charge my phone. Turn this on. And what mode do we want to set it to first? Let's start with Android mode. So holding down B and holding down this button. Now holding down B and holding this button. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to be looking for the Gamesir G8 Plus, right? Scan again. Let's just scan again. So G8 Plus, I'm assuming would be just the regular Android mode. And then technically, so this is the B button right now. So if we want to change this, let's try that. It vibrated. Wow, this vibration of this is really nice. It vibrated. Now this is the actual B button. So how you can tell is if I go to, let's go to a game for a second, and let's select a game. I'm going to go into Call of Duty. And I selected the game with A, so A is over here and B is down here now. Now, Android mode, I'm pretty positive Android mode isn't going to pick up for Call of Duty. I don't think it will, at least. So we're going to try that out in a second here. So no, Call of Duty Mobile is not Android mode. So let's try DS4 mode, because I know there's different modes for your actual drivers on these controllers. So I'm going to hold down the Gamesir button and press this button again. And what was DS4 mode? This button, A button. So maybe that is Xbox controller mode. So let's go back to our Bluetooth settings, connections, Bluetooth, scanning. So wireless controller. So it doesn't say Xbox wireless controller, but it just says wireless controller. And let's pair it. And the buttons, do they still stay the same? Yes, they do. That's really nice to know. So the buttons still stay the same, or maybe they don't. No, they don't. So the buttons are in A, B, X, and Y format, or backwards right now, compared to what this is. So if I press B on Call of Duty, it's going to be A. So what I have to do to change that is long press on the M button and the B button. It vibrates a little bit, and then it changes to the A, B, X, and Y like this. Now, I didn't change the X and Y, I'm sorry. That's probably going to bug some people. And there we go. So yes, it does have the mode. Now, this is a game that I test out all the time for this, because Call of Duty Mobile is a popular game. I get people that always bug me to play with them. If you want to play with me, my name is Mr. DNA. I do jump in a lot to play this on mostly my phone. I don't play it on my Odin or anything like that. Now, what about the D-pad and stuff? So we got to see people always want to play with me. They always try to invite me because they know I'm pretty decent at this game. This D-pad is a nice rocker style D-pad. No false diagonals. Now, it does rock a little bit when you get it really hard over here, but that's not a bad thing. It's not that bad. And this feels really good. I don't know. If you guys want me to play with this on a live stream or something, let me know, because I am happy about this. Now, it does tell me in the game, actually, I think that's the battery of the controller, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. So we'll have to look at that. But if you guys want me to play with this on a live stream or something, I can just play and you guys can watch me play with the controller. Then let me know in the comment section. I do want to do more lives, probably in the fall and the winter again, because I like doing lives and conversing back and forth with you guys and talking with you guys. So this controller so far has really impressed me right off the hop. So I just changed it back over to the other mode so that nobody would get confused with where the buttons are. I'm going to pull these out. It is a lot easier to pull these out too when that front plate is off. So for those that are confused, no, they're not. They're in the right spot. I think I just got confused because I'm thinking A, B, X, and Y should be this way. Let's just pop this off for a second. And they are a little bit stiff. Maybe they should put like a little plastic tool or something in there so you can actually change those out. But they have these other joysticks you could use too. So popping that off is pretty easily done. And are these the same ones? I think, oh, this one's a little bit thicker. So if you like this style or something, you can pop that in there, which is really, really cool. Gamesir does a good job with thinking about that kind of aspect. Now, again, the USB-C one, the big major flaw that I found with that, now I don't know if somebody found out a way to actually fix that, is that you can only play a majority of games. Now, Call of Duty Mobile, which was one of the games that I was disappointed that it didn't actually work for, was one of those games that it wouldn't work for. And yeah, it just... we're going to see if I can kick butt at Call of Duty. So yeah, does that tell you much? I basically kicked a lot of butt. And this controller, no latency whatsoever. You want a kicker butter controller for Call of Duty Mobile, this is the controller for you. So if we jump into Minecraft and just start playing with the DS4 mode, which is what it was called, we can actually, you know, turn down the volume for a second and test that out. Now, I'm not sure if DS4 mode is the right mode for Minecraft. I think you would just have to switch back to Android mode. Now, they do give you the option. So as you can see, it does have that like feel to it where if you leave it in that mode, no, maybe not. Maybe I'm losing it. It does feel really nice, and you can feel the vibrations. The vibrations, boom, you can feel them. I don't know if that's just from the phone or if that's from the controller. We can actually test this theory out. Let's see. So that is the vibrations from the phone. So I wasn't able to feel any vibrations from that mode per se in the actual game. So maybe if we press the start and save and quit, and we switch back over to the actual Android mode, which they did a good job at saying, hey, this is Android mode and this is DS4 mode. Let's see if that'll automatically connect. And it does. So that's perfect. So it automatically connected. And now let's go back into Minecraft and let's see if that vibration... Oh, now I got the buttons back and forth, back and the other way around. So hold this button and that button vibrates. And so the thing is, it does vibrate, but it doesn't, you don't feel the vibration from the actual game. Now, I don't know if there's just certain games that might actually benefit from that, like maybe from the Nintendo Switch or something that might benefit that. But right now, like all I'm feeling is the vibration from my phone. My phone's vibrator is moving and that's all I'm feeling, a little tiny vibration. Now they do have a nice vibrator in here for anybody that wants the vibrator. That was weird, but that is something that I think maybe I just need to investigate more and maybe I'll come back to, because I will come back to this controller after using it for a while and let you guys know about battery life and all that kind of stuff, let you know how well it performs, because I will be playing on this for a while and I do that. I do test out battery, I do test all that stuff. This is kind of just a first-hand look at this thing and I am very impressed. Gamesir, you did a good job. Now, iPhone. We're going to test out iPhone for a second and we're going to go over and play some Roblox and Minecraft on there. And this iPhone 8 was borrowed from a family member, so bear with me while I try to figure this out because I'm not an iPhone user. I don't know much about iPhone. So yeah, we're going to try to figure this out. So we got Bluetooth and we're going to change this. It's trying to connect to the G8 Plus. So let's see if that works. And it's connected. Okay. Now, can we just jump right into a game? I'm using the case because the case only makes this phone a little bit chunkier. This is the iPhone 11, I think, if I remember correctly. And is this just going to automatically let us play Minecraft on the Gamesir? I know it looks a little bit tiny compared to the other device. So yeah, I don't think this is the mode for this. So this isn't working. And we're going to have to change it to maybe that DS4 mode. Okay, DualShock 4. That's what that is. So DualShock 4 mode. I don't know why I just connected to my TV. So what I ended up doing there, because it wasn't actually flashing, there's a sync button on the bottom. So I pressed that, and then we pressed the DualShock 4 mode, and now we're connected. Okay, so let's try to go play Minecraft now for the second time. And there we go. I picked it up. Okay, we got A, B, X, and Y. I'm going to go to my world. I have a world on here that I just tested out. All right, so whatever, I think I was in a village or something when I played this last. So here we go. So I don't know where I am. Let's have no clue where I am. Okay, I'm in a house. Okay. and it feels good. It's reacting the way you would think that a controller would react. And again, I'm not a big iPhone person, but I thought I'd throw this in here just to show you guys how well it plays on iPhone, and the buttons are reacting the way they're supposed to, and everything is reacting the way that you would want a button controller on buttons on controllers to react. So yeah, this is really nice. It's working. Now let's go home. I think you press this button here and Roblox. Let's try out Roblox for a second. Now I wish they had a way to rotate the game. I'm just gonna go into like a random thing here. I don't know much about Roblox. My kids play on it. We're not doing Roblox because it's not connecting to the server, and my kids weren't able to play on it earlier either, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But it works. It works for the iPhone, and that is good to know. Now it looks like the light is maybe telling us that the battery's dying. I don't know, but we're gonna test. I'm gonna test that out. Check out the battery life of this thing. I'm going to actually disconnect this completely from this iPhone now, because this iPhone is just used for testing things like this for you guys, and I am pretty satisfied with the fact that it connected to iPhone for you. Now for Nintendo Switch, I'm gonna assume this is gonna work for the Nintendo Switch, so we're gonna test that out. Now I got myself my Nintendo Switch, and yes, we're gonna put this in here. This is the old Nintendo Switch, and it fits. It looks really good with the Nintendo Switch. Now you're gonna have to change the mode, so it says press Y and this button, and then maybe go to controllers, change grip order, and hold these buttons together, and it paired. That was really quick. The cool thing about this is if you like the A, B, X, and Y like this, and you're an Xbox nerd like me, I thought it already connected. And it does recognize the last thing that you connected to. So it's red, and they do have a color coordination for you to actually recognize that. Now B is X, A, and so we have to switch this around. So what I have to do is connect this. And if you want A, B, X, and Y to be opposite, then that's what you would have to do. So there we go. And then let's hold down the A button. Vibrates, and then the switch just gets confused. So hold those buttons down, and there we go. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now let's just jump into a random game. So Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition. How did I get that? Well, that's something of another story. So that wasn't the lag of the controller, by the way. That's just the Nintendo Switch being dumb. And that worked out really nice. So that jumped right in. It fits the Nintendo Switch. It's thick enough for the Nintendo Switch. Now the OLED, I think, is not too much thicker or thinner. And yeah, this is working really nicely. But anyways, so yeah, this is working. It's working for a lot of different devices. Good job, Gamesir. So you guys can actually get 10% off your order right now for the Galileo G8 Plus on Amazon by using the affiliate link below, or just the coupon code. If you don't want to use the affiliate link and not help me get a little bit of money for buying things, then don't do it. But if you want to, then click that affiliate link, buy Galileo G8 Plus, because as of right now, from my first impressions of this thing, I love it. And now for the ultimate thing you all been waiting for, Clef showed everybody. I hope I don't break it. This back piece is supposed to, oh, magical fairies. And that's a big spring. So yes, this thing can stretch out a little bit further. It's got some tension to it, and I'm sure that would be really nice for anybody that has a super long device. See what I did there? I rhymed it. Have a nice day, guys. I'm going to go play on my Gamesir Galileo G8 Plus. And if you're wondering why a controller over a handheld with a phone, or why a controller with a phone over a handheld, well, you're looking at it. There's many reasons why. Because Gamesir, they did a good job this time. I love you all. See you next time. Go buy yourself a Galileo G8 Plus. I know I will buy another one. Bye-bye!